Hello. Today we'll finally get to the second exercise, open string still, but we're going to get rid of all the rests in between all the notes, and it's very similar exercise as before. A lot of the things you will recognize, but it's going to be about obviously straight bowings, beautiful sound, relaxation in the shoulder and the hand. All those things will remain throughout. Whenever you play, those are cornerstones, the things you have to pay attention to. Yeah. But we're going to now concentrate mainly on having a beautiful bow change. Now, bow changes without breaks, you want to avoid sudden changes in bow speed. So if you do something like that's somebody who anticipates the bow change and speeds up just before. Now people that do the opposite is starting at the beginning of the note with an accent, so basically it's a case of either being too fast just before the bow change, at the beginning of the note just after the bow change, or in both cases before and after, so having no control over the bow speed. A bow change is just a case of change the direction. No accents, no jerky movements, just stay calm and just, instead of going one direction, you reverse the direction. We have done a lot of repetitions of just straight bowing. Now it's a case of tying it all nicely together. Yeah, so a lot of similar things than we had before, but now we're going to continue without the rest, as I said. Yeah, okay, we're going to do as always. We're going to start at 40 and we're going to work our way back up to 80, just like the first time. So good luck with that, and I will be talking between each part of the exercise. The first one you will recognize, it's identical as the previous one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So as I said, very similar to the previous one, just without the rests. Now the next one is very similar, but more string changes. Yeah, that's the main thing we're going to now concentrate on, is that when you change the bow, at the same time you have to change the strings. You did it already in the previous exercise, but now it's going to be a little bit more challenging. Yeah. Now, before I start, you're going to see the second to last bar, you have a repeat sign. So we're going to ignore it this time, but usually that would mean that you read until there, then jump back to the beginning of this exercise, and the second time around, only the second time around, you're going to play that long last note. Okay, this time we're going to run straight through, but if it confuses you what that is, that's what it is. It's a repeat sign, the bar before the end. Until now it has always been the final line has been the repeat sign. Now it has moved one bar forward. But for now we ignore it. We're still at 40, so I don't do many repeats. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another thing that was new here is that last note. The last note looks almost identical to all the ones you've seen before, the white ones with the stem. It's a half note or a minim. This is a breve or a whole note. It is twice as long. In this case, it's 4 quarter notes. So that's 4 beats on the metronome. You know, at the beginning, you have a clef at the beginning of each exercise, each line actually, you have a clef. Next to the first clef of an exercise, it says 4, 4. Now, that basically only means it is 4 quarter notes per bar. So the last note is 4 beats long because it's a whole note, so 4 quarters makes a whole. Okay, that's definitely important for the next exercise, because now we're going to combine what we learned with a new thing again. It's going to be a change of bow speed. So far, every single note except for that last one we just did has been 2 beats. Now every other bar is going to be a note of 4 beats. I still want you to use as much bow as you can with every single note, but I want you to be only half as fast on all the even bars. Yeah, so when you have a whole note or breve, you want that bow to go half as fast because it has to last for 4 beats instead of 2. Yeah, it's slow at 40, but it's good challenge and it'll help you control these accents at the beginning and the end. If you don't have much bow, there's no space to do accents, so it will help. Okay, lots of string changes. Every single note is string change now, and different bow speeds. So we start with 2 beats per note, in the next bar 4 beats. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now the next exercise essentially seems easier. It's a repetition of the one we did earlier. It's all of it is minims now, except for the last note, but we're going to go more strength changes. Similar to what we did just now, just a few more notes. Okay? Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you recognize the exercise probably. So the next exercise too you will recognize. It's the one where we jump across several strings. We're going to go from to G to, from the C to the D, the G to the A, and backwards. And it's short, so we do it twice. Okay? 2, 3, 4. As I said, very short, very difficult to make those string crossings smoothly without making noise across the string. Repeat this a few times, because the next one is the one where we keep jumping strings. C, G, C, D, C, A. And then the same backwards, exactly like we did the first time, but now no rests, no time to prepare slowly the bow change, the string change. No, it's a case of going and dropping your arm and learning to land on the right string without making noise. Okay, good luck. 1, 2, 3, and 4. that's it. The entire exercise, it's a lot shorter than the first one, mainly because there's no rests. Repeat this slow exercise. I didn't repeat things because otherwise the exercise becomes too long, but do repeat the video a couple of times until this is easy before you start speeding things up. But if you want to go on, there will be a 50, a 60 and so on. Yeah? Okay, good luck, bye.